Hi, darling.
Hi.
How are you, Mrs. Pretty Fluffy?
I'm good. How are you, Mrs. Sparkly Golden?
I'm good. We're all dressed up for today's recording.
Bit of fun.
Why not?
Bit of fun, innit? The final dinner party. We have to honour it.
Yeah, it
Don't
must
we?
be honoured.
It must.
It must. Imagine if we came... We should actually go to a fancy dress party.
Imagine if we came.
Listen, I didn't mean to
Finish
stop my
the
sentence there. We should host a MAFS party one year.
And dress as ex-contestants.
Dress as contestants, like dress up like you're going to a MAFS dinner party.
Oh, just
Any
generic
MAFS contestant.
That is a really good idea.
Who would come? Sorry, I keep saying. Who would come to the party? Get your
Who
mind out
the
the gutter.
hell?
Everyone get your mind out the gutter. Who would come?
Who the hell has an outfit like
party?
that?
You hire it. You can make one. You can fashion one.
Yeah.
They're all from Pretty Little Thing. It's not too expensive. Resell it on Vinted.
We could rustle something up. Just trying to think of who
With what?
locally.
Oh, I
could.
was thinking we're doing it in London. It's going to be our or in Cardiff or something. We're going to get all the listeners together
Before a
and we're going to
live
have a
show.
MAFS party before the live show. Guys, there's no live show right now, but when there is, that's a really good idea.
Interested in going to one?
Yeah,
though.
and would you dress up, or does that give you absolute fear and dread to do that, or should we just dress up on the stage as MAFS people going to the dinner party, the contestants,
Participants.
Fuck,
I was the one that said contestants. So
I've forgotten. We've seen enough of this to know better.
So we're talking about episode 36 only today, because after that it's going to be final vows and reunions.
Golly gosh, goodness gracious.
Indeed. Where do you want to start? Should we start with Ryan and Jacqui?
Okay. Fine.
What was that face?
What is it? I mean,
I mean, they were funny this episode. I'm happy they were there.
they were
They were the
funny.
light relief. Can you
yeah,
believe?
True. They were.
Everyone was like, "You're the best couple here,"
yeah.
and even they were laughing at that,
Yeah.
which was hilarious.
What the hell?
But before they arrived, when we saw them getting ready, Jacqui was crying loads for some
Yeah.
reason. I can't remember.
Was it? She was sad
why.
it was the last dinner party or something.
Something, but the memory that is lodged in our minds is just her blowing her nose very graphically.
And obviously they were playing it up. The editors,
Yeah, they
adore them for that.
turned that volume right up.
Whacked
But
it up.
I have to tell you, we were eating.
Scrambled eggs on toast.
It was actually
Or was
a
it boiled egg?
It was a boiled egg cut up.
That's a bit.
That's worse.
We had to mute it. We watched it with subtitles
I almost couldn't continue eating my egg.
because a boiled egg smells like egg. Like a boiled egg is the most.
Yes, it does, because it is egg. What's
No,
that
a
got?
boiled egg is the out of all
eggier.
the eggs.
Eggier.
A boiled egg is the eggiest.
Yeah, and some would say that a scrambled egg is the snottiest
Yeah,
if you don't cook it well enough. But boiled eggs are always the ones that get me and set me off
We go
on
off.
a 3-month egg ban.
never having eggs again. We can't have a 3-month egg ban, babe. We've got
too many-
24 eggs.
We've got too many to get through.
But spinach is on the egg at the moment. Not if you're new to the podcast. Spinach is our dog. Spinach. We're not having spinach on eggs. Spinach is our dog, and he is currently eating eggs
spinach is on the egg.
because Spinach's diagnosis. Calm the fuck down, please. He's on some calming medication. It's not medication. It's herbal supplements. Your dad actually said that vet is the best dog vet.
As opposed to what other pet experience does he have with that vet?
Well, he's just said he's the best with the dogs.
Oh, I thought you meant that building, that establishment.
No, that particular doctor
Okay,
that we spoke to is the best for dogs. Whereas the other ones might be rabbits, horses, chickens. Back to eggs. The problem with the pitta is, and I had it for 4 days in a row because you were away and I didn't have anything else, is that we were having it with mayonnaise as well, which is also made of egg.
Egg on egg.
Yeah, baby.
And too much wet when you're listening to Jacqui's nose expelling
You don't need to.
ingredients. That's all.
That's gross, Days.
It was gross. I have to put my feelings down in words.
Okay, let's go into that a bit deeper. I blow my nose like that every day.
It doesn't worry me if I'm not eating.
Okay.
I don't mind if I'm not doing something consuming. I might not like it if it's a stranger on a train just quite near me.
No,
yeah. Like, I don't need to hear that.
Yeah.
I genuinely don't. Also, yours doesn't sound like that. It sounds like a goose having a breakdown. Boo, boo, boo. Boo, boo.
I actually don't know how I do it, but then when we were in Australia and my mum did it, I was like, I've just inherited it.
Yeah.
I've inherited a goose breakdown.
I think my mum, you'll have to tell me what the truth is. I think she had some thing where she found her mum's way of blowing her nose really irritating, because every morning before she did anything else, Evangeline, my granny, would get up and do a big trumpety goose nose blow.
I mean, that's me. And then also, I've got two of your mum's worst traits, because I sneeze like crazy and so loudly and I can't help it.
Oh, what my mum finds the worst. Yeah.
Yeah. Yes, what your mum finds the worst. Yes.
You say you can't help it, but
I can't. It feels really good. It feels so good.
This is like when May says she can't help burping. She's like, sorry. But she didn't used to do that like in an exam. And I don't know if you would sneeze to that extent in an exam. You'd be more likely.
I try and hold back. I do hold back a sneeze somewhat. But it comes out it's so rapid. It comes out so loud.
Sometimes
So
I do
fast.
worry because my sneezes are so oppressed. And when I do them in the office, I do worry that I'm going to do a fart or one of my eyes is going to pop out or something. Because I'm like...
My mum actually... No, I think you're
it.
okay. That's funny because
Nothing
that's
comes
reminded
out.
me of my mum. She used to work for BT, and she said that she knew how to do a silent sneeze, which I do not believe for a second, because that woman is loud in the nose region.
Why did she have to do a silent sneeze?
Because she's
for
talking to people on the
BT?
phone.
You can just say, sorry, I just sneezed.
No.
Oh,
This
we
is
were
the
like...
height of professionalism, British Telecom.
We were like, this will be such a quick episode. But those were important discussion topics.
I mean, this is what the people are here for. They've
Yeah.
seen the episode. They don't give a fuck.
So when snotty Jacqui is having a cry, Ryan also says, because she's like, I don't want to go or something. And he says, but you look so beautiful, Jacqui. And she says, I know, but I just don't want to go. It was amazing.
I can't keep up.
Amazing. And then, like, you know, they had their most drama-free, positive dinner party that we've ever seen.
And it's all because she made him jealous.
Yeah, I mean, you could put it all down to that. She did also tell him what she liked about him.
Which was his nice pats.
Yeah. But it might be the first time she's ever done that. So maybe that's got something to do with it
probably was.
too.
Yeah.
But I think the jealousy did have a big impact.
That is brilliant.
And Jacqui said, I think if
I was about to drink my wine.
you this time, didn't I do that?
Well, yeah, you went.
Oh,
you spoke into this one.
So you've done the reverse.
I went,
Jacqui said something like, if everything goes well and I can't do her Kiwi accent, and
it's
we
so
go
hard
to
to do a Kiwi accent when you're so used to doing an Australian one.
yeah,
It's so hard.
I can fall into the Australian now, but not the
Me neither.
very short vowels. Anyway,
Yeah.
she says if everything goes well, we'll be at each other's graves,
Oh yeah.
which didn't help with the insane image that she puts across.
No.
Also, you can't be at each other's graves. One of you will be at one of your graves,
Yeah.
and the other one is dead.
Yeah. Or are they
You
dead
can't
together
both-
in their grave? They're both next to each other, buried next to each other. That's what I thought it meant.
Oh, is it? Oh God.
I don't know. Is it? Is it? Well, good luck to them.
One more
Yeah.
highlight.
Yes, please tell me a highlight.
Jacqui said, Ryan's one of the strongest men I've ever met, and he's one of the most attractive men I've ever met. And then she was like, I'm attracted to him, like as if she hadn't been attracted to him.
I'm attracted to him now. Okay, because he properly rejected her, I guess. So people love that.
Very, very bizarre.
Absolutely bizarre.
But I'm happy that everyone kind of enjoys their madness rather than being infuriated by it.
They did kind of say like, oh, this is the most entertainment. The most entertaining thing about you guys is that you surprise us every time.
Yeah.
And fair dues.
Fair bloody dues.
It's the truth. Fair dinkum, true blue.
What does that mean?
Fair dinkum, don't know. It's just a thing everyone says in Australia.
True blue.
Very Australian.
Why is blue Australian?
I don't know. Should we Google it quickly? We'll let the people know. Okay, fair dinkum. I kind of know what it means, but I can't tell you what it means. Used to emphasise or seek confirmation of the genuineness or truth of something. Eric and his assistant are fair dinkum magicians. Used to emphasise that behaviour complies with accepted standards. They were asking a lot for the car, but fair dinkum considering its list price.
Okay.
So just saying it's fair. It's fair behaviour or something. Oh, apparently it's a shortening of British dialect, which is fair dealing, which is just and equitable.
Right.
Dealing, just.
How does that work? There's no J in there.
I don't know. Sorry, but
Or E?
sll.cas.anu.edu.au said this, so it must be true.
And what about true blue?
Oh, true blue. I'm pretty sure it just means really Australian.
But why?
But also,
though?
like when I say really Australian,
I don't want to know what it means.
settler.
I want to know why it means.
Oh, sorry.
Because you already knew what it meant.
Okay.
Yeah, I had a feeling it might be.
It's about Australian values, obviously. When it's Australian values, it means settler Australian. Derives from a British English sense of true blue, recorded from the 17th century with the meaning faithful, staunch, unwavering in one's commitments or principles, extremely loyal. So I think it just basically fucking is imperial as shit.
That's mad, isn't it?
I get confused sometimes in people's use of the word imperial. What does imperial mean?
Of the empire?
That's what I thought, but I swear sometimes people use it in that way.
I think it's also linked to like power and like someone might be acting imperial if they're acting like really like they think they're really powerful.
Because it's spelled I-M, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway,
Athena and Adrian. Tell me what you think.
He's an absolute twat. Yeah. He's such an arsehole.
Horrible piece of shit.
I mean, basically what we said last episode, it's really sad that Athena's just basically gone along with this the whole time because she can't find time to go on a date. And it's only just kind of, she's really letting it sink in now that it's not happening.
Shit, I've spent 3 months with this absolute idiot.
And he was so rude to her.
He was horrible to her. And she had some rashy bashy going on.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's a wider term than my family. Rashy bashy?
I don't think it is.
Like Asian flush.
Yeah.
Which feels wrong too, but
I think
it is actually a thing.
It's a thing that ginger people and
I don't know if it's ginger because Sam has it as well. It's just
he's
some non-Asian
ginger in his soul.
Some non-Asian people also have.
It's a reaction to alcohol.
An inability to break down alcohol. Ding dong, baby.
I wonder if that's something to do with your Irish roots. No, I'm being serious. What do you mean? Why are you saying it like that?
But I would have eaten a lot of potatoes, so that's what vodka comes from.
What?
Did you know that?
Yeah, but what?
So I should be good with alcohol.
It's not the same thing. A potato and alcohol is not the same thing. Vodka, sure, but like...
All right, Mrs. Pedantic.
Pedantic.
Mrs. Pedantic.
Mrs. Potato Pedantic. Oh, God. Yeah, but...
Why? Okay, so why then? My Irish roots means I can't have alcohol. My Irish roots means I can't have alcohol. That doesn't make sense.
Because...
But Irish love to drink.
Yes, they do, but it's an abuse of a substance that affects a lot of the population because they're traumatised from the oppression of the British. Sorry. So what I'm saying is I think alcohol was probably introduced again by the British or from somewhere else in the same way that like it was to, I don't know, indigenous people of various places, and that's why their body can't. So I'm assuming that
I sort of feel like people have always made like mead
Irish
and shit.
Introduction of alcohol. This is an educational episode. Okay. Oh, actually, it was ages ago.
Yeah, they would have
just
been
abuse
making
it.
Yeah,
No offense to the Irish.
They would.
I'm basing that off of Sinead O'Connor telling me
They would have,
in a song.
Doesn't mean the English had to introduce it for them to have abused it.
Yeah,
It doesn't make it any less.
I'm just trying to work out why you have
problematic.
Asian flush.
I don't know, but basically, I'm a bit allergic to alcohol, and Athena was looking. I mean, it looked like the aircon had broken this episode. I was just couldn't stop thinking about how red everyone looked.
Yeah, it must
Everyone
be.
looked stressed. They're there for hours. She was blotchy, and it wasn't fair. But Adrian's always just sitting there looking comfortable in any situation, even though he's being an absolute twat.
Yeah.
I'm glad again that everyone in the room saw him being horrible, and they were kind of like, oh God, when he said stuff, because he's always been like, oh no, sometimes I you have to admit I did something wrong, but this time I definitely did nothing wrong.
Oh my God, he's just such a loser.
I don't think so. You're actually horrible. So they were talking again about what?
I was just thinking about a thing that he said.
Oh, I was going to say they were talking about long distance.
Yeah.
And when he was like pushed on it, he said like, do I care enough to pack up tomorrow and leave for Perth? No.
And he said, I don't want to do this long distance for a long time. He also said the only difference between the girl I saw and Athena is that she lives in Sydney. Great. That'll make Athena feel really good. And basically, so you'll just go out with this girl in Sydney then? Because you just said there's not a single difference between Athena and this girl that you met. So rude.
So bloody rude. Oh, Athena. It's kind of even worse. I don't know. It's hard to like compare shit things. Like if you compare Jamie, who felt really safe and then was completely blindsided, that felt really horrible. But there's a layer of horridness if you come to acknowledge something that you've known deep down all along and been pushing away, because then you blame yourself more. You're like, I've known he's shit since literally the honeymoon, the wedding when he talked about, I don't have a kid.
She should have gotten it, and like we said, she could have just taken these 3 months and actually dated for ages.
Yeah.
without being in the experiment.
Gone to John Aiken and been like, please give me another husband,
like Eric did. I was about to say.
He does look like
Elliot.
an Eric. Poor Athena. I feel really bad for her. Like I actually kind of hope for her that she does get a little bit of an influencer moment, because then maybe she can have some time off.
I'll definitely be following Athena.
Maybe she can have some time off and a date.
I'll follow Athena.
What were you laughing at just then?
I was just thinking about Victoria Beckham sending your granddad a card.
Well,
Daisy's granddad is called Eric.
Not him, because he was dead, but his wife. Because
sorry.
It was after he died.
Sorry, you are dead.
Dear Eric, in the ground.
Sorry that you're dead. Love, Posh and Bex.
I can't remember the story, but she like worked with him. He was an actor. She worked with him on her first
Nepo baby. You're a Nepo baby because your granddad worked with Victoria Beckham when she was 15. Nepo baby.
I fucking wish.
I fucking
Someone
wish
give
too.
me something.
What's the point? It's barely doing anything. Vickers. Vickers. Diana Vickers.
Vickers. Diana Vickers.
Is that how she sings?
Yeah, it was like that. Do you not remember?
No, she wasn't really. I wasn't really around for her.
She was bad. Yeah, she worked with him on her in a pantomime or something, and he made an impression.
That's lovely.
How did we get there?
Talking about Athena.
Athena. She's then saying, is it even worth us going to final vows? And
he said no, didn't he?
Yeah, she said something like, I feel like I should just go. And then he's like, go then.
Yeah, based on this, no.
Yeah.
I feel like I should just go, go then. He's an absolute waste of space.
What a little prick.
What a little prick. All of these boys, I'm disappointed. except Jeff. Because they've all just been like, I feel really pressured. Why did you go on a show where you marry a stranger then?
Yeah.
That's pressure filled.
Why
are straight men so petrified of commitment?
I don't know.
Is it the abundance of choice?
It's bigger than that.
Really?
It makes my brain feel like going to sleep. There's so many. There's so much.
That's good for a podcast then.
You can't just answer why are men shit in 1 second. Why don't they want it? Why are they so scared of commitment?
Yeah. Don't worry. Just trying to make a talking point. Who do you want to talk about next?
Because they fundamentally don't like, they're taught not to, they don't really like women. And the fantasy is always better than the reality. No, I mean like them as people. They don't like their opinions on things, do they? They just want to have sex with them. They're not like,
they just see a whole,
oh, let's discuss the BBC version of Pride and Prejudice, you know?
Well, who wouldn't want to do that?
They will just pretend to do that in the early stages to get some of the pool.
Tonight?
Yeah. But an interesting thing this year, they've all been disappointing, but they've done some performative, maybe not, maybe this is only as far as they can get, scolding of other men.
Yes.
Like the way everyone was holding Paul to account.
Well, the performative scolding is, I guess, does it lead to proper scolding?
I don't know. I feel like in previous years, the men might have just ganged up and been all shit together.
I agree.
But so, like, I was glad they were all holding him to account in quite a consistent way this episode.
And also, one other thing as well is that they were doing that privately as well, which meant that reflected their actual thoughts.
Yeah.
Like Jeff and Dave were doing that in scolding Paul in private.
Yes.
As well as in public. So I think that is a good sign of that being the right thing and what they actually believe in.
I hope it shows some progress, and then the next stage is to actually apply all of those rules to themselves, rather than it being just a...
Well, Jeff is obviously perfect.
Yeah.
So he's doing that.
He's doing it, yeah. But the other ones are saying it, but not doing it. So I'm like, are you just saying it to cover up, or are you saying it because you really believe it?
Yeah.
So one of the most staunch defenders of Carina this episode was Beth.
We've had a few things to say about TJ. We had a few things to say about him, and let's just say,
I'm turning the lens.
They could make their relationship work if they were pretending to be a particular kind of animal. You know what I'm saying? Bear? Is that what it's called?
No. It's called a beard.
I forgot.
I was racking my brains. I was thinking goat. Like, I know beard, but what's the other one?
Oh my god, it's beard.
A particular type of animal.
I don't even have that written down. That was just my brain trying to be clever. And I just missed off one letter and then got confused.
You did just miss off a letter.
Sorry.
Oh, yeah, I just think do a little bit of soul searching, guys, because she was very impassioned.
Beth, you're really keen.
How could you say no to this woman? You had this amazing
goddess.
Woman. Yeah. And everything she's saying is true. Like, it is ridiculous because Carina is already kind of, I imagine, what Paul would have fantasized about. He's got the fantasy, but now he's still...
I also think, like, it would be fun to be in Beth's position because your relationship is so fucked and it's not going anywhere, so you might as well just, like, make a big thing about someone else's relationship.
Yeah. I'm a bit worried that Carina's going to forgive Paul because having to be in the room with everyone else where quite a lot of them also went on dates and it wasn't a big deal, maybe he's going to make her think, oh shit, should I have made such a big deal out of this?
No, I think she's done.
I hope so. I
think she's done and dusted.
I had a realization that like when he punched the hole in the wall, he said, I felt really disrespected by Carina because of the conversation that she was having. He said he felt disrespected by her because she spoke about someone that she had slept with once, and now he's acting as if she doesn't have the right to feel angry at him for literally going on a date.
I also found it interesting because the experts kept saying, oh, so he went on the date. And I was like, you fuckers. Because you, as Jamie did, she read it back and made sure that it said you're meeting with this person. And she said, it's not a date. But they were like, oh, they went on the date. I'm like, you absolute shit stirrers. It was a date then. And like, it was just so, and that whole thing of Paul hiding behind it, saying I did the task, and Alessandra was like, he's hiding behind the fact that he had a choice. He didn't have to go. He could have said no. And it was just really good that everyone in the group was saying this isn't the first time he's made a fucked mistake.
Yeah.
And he really,
especially Ree was very strongly.
I loved what she said, where she said a mistake repeated more than once is a decision.
Don't you say something like that?
Do I say something like that?
Oh, it's about being late.
Okay. To be early is to be on time. To be on time is to be late. To be late is to be replaced.
Okay, I don't think that's what I was thinking of.
What it is.
But I like that. Yeah, you do have a late saying. Is
that not the one you meant?
No, sorry. That is your late saying. But that isn't what I was thinking about, because that is different. There's one about, or maybe it's just a saying when people say, fool me once. No,
I wouldn't say that.
Do something bad once and then do something bad again.
It's fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, more fool me.
Shame on me.
Shame on me.
I don't know. Anyway.
It was not me who says that.
No. No, I like your late one.
It's got nothing to do with anything.
No.
And I'm always late these days. So I'm replaced by everyone.
No. He really is
a scumbag.
He's having a go. Oh, I liked it when Athena was like, "You dressed for a funeral? I think it might be your own funeral." And he's like, "Yes, indeed."
Oh my god, all of his VTs though made me sick to my stomach.
Oh my god, the pastry one.
What?
The pastry one.
She didn't even say thank you.
Ridiculous.
Absolutely ridiculous. All I'm hearing is all of these bad things about me. No one's even saying anything good about me.
I obviously need to go and apologise today, but she also needs to be receptive and open.
Yes, I thought Carina would be more, and then he said when she wasn't, I thought Carina would be more receptive to my apology. He's so embarrassing because he's like, I genuinely hate that they didn't consider you. I hate myself. And it's like, you sound like you're in high school. You sound so insincere and so embarrassing. And then he was just like, all I wanted was one text back. Like, I didn't even get a text back from her. And everyone was like, nah, stop trying to blame her. This is your doing. And he's so performing for everyone at the table, but doesn't mean it, because as soon as he's in the VT, he's saying all of this stuff.
Yeah.
That's nasty.
And then he says, dares to say, I got completely ghosted.
Fully ghosted.
And
then it was like
flashback.
I know him. He ghosted me. I can't believe you had the audacity to say that.
It was great.
Did you like my performance there?
I loved it.
Thank you.
That was very moving. She really, that was perfect. She was just like, no fucking way do you get away with that.
Nope. And he just lies. He's such a liar.
He tried to cry at one point, but he wasn't crying.
No, he said, well, he did. Sorry, guys, give me 2 secs. And then tried to cry. It was so bad.
He was just worrying about himself and not feeling any real empathy for the pain that he'd caused her.
Oh my god, none at all. All it was he was just embarrassed that everyone thought he'd made a bad decision.
Yeah.
And that was it. And he kept saying like, this poor woman was like, why are you here? And I'm like, she thought you were single and you said you would move to Sydney for the right person.
God.
Didn't he say that?
Yeah.
Like, so obviously she thought you were single. She didn't think, why am I here?
Yeah.
Yeah, and all he does is try and talk over Carina whenever she's
Oh my God, so true.
talking. It's so painful watching that.
Yeah. Please, Lord, let him be dumped. I think he will.
I thank goodness Carina said, I'm a catch.
Yeah.
And you know what the best part was?
What?
Well, I almost thought it was the worst part, and then it became the best part. Jacqui was suddenly like, no, Paul, we're not all having a go at you. Don't worry, but you need to try harder. so good. I was like, yes, well done, Jacqui. Slay.
Amazing. Well, that's what I've got on that.
Me
Where are
too.
we standing for the final vows then?
Well, I mean, one final thing that I forgot to mention was with Athena and Adrian in the car.
Yeah.
And he was saying, like, snap out your bad mood.
Oh, that
Stop
was
being so
horrible.
miserable. That was gross.
That was awful.
So, okay, allegedly from the preview, there's a shock to come, right? Didn't you say that to me? Didn't he?
I
With
can't
a
remember
shock.
that.
Oh, I thought you pointed that out. Maybe that didn't happen. Okay, predictions.
Do you want Jamie and Dave to stay together?
Yeah.
You do.
Yeah,
I'm still mildly worried for Jamie, but I think,
I think they'll say yes.
Yeah.
Jamie and Dave, yes. Athena and Adrian, no. Jeff and Ree,
Yes.
no. Joking, yes, obviously. Paul and Thingy,
No.
no. Who else? Jacqui and Ryan, yes. I think she's going to pull a fast one on him though and say,
God.
actually, I can't be with you.
I think if I had to put money on it,
Yes.
no.
Oh!
I think someone will say no.
Okay, I'm going to say yes. For fun.
But I'm so torn.
Have I missed anyone? Did I say Athena and
I
Adrian?
don't think so.
You
I
said
think
no for
that-
them.
Yeah, I think
There's not
that's
many
it.
of them left, is there?
No.
I can't believe we actually get to watch it. I'm so excited.
Oh my God.
And then we
me
get to
too.
watch reunions.
I love the reunions.
Me too, except they're too long. I want
They
one
are,
episode.
but it's juicier on the
So they
Australian
do dinner
one.
party, then commitment ceremony?
Yeah.
Yeah, the Australian one's good because it's quite a while after, isn't it?
I think so.
They bring everyone back.
Everyone.
Fuck, it's going to be so good.
We're going to see the Veronica stuff.
Oh my God, is someone random going to be, random people going to be together?
Probably. That usually happens, doesn't it? Well, sometimes happens.
Oh my God, that's going to be so
What,
good.
like...
The
them
UK ones, yeah. Shona and that guy, Matt. Yeah.
Oh my God. Can't wait.
Me too. If you want more content from us, we have a Patreon. You can search Doing the MAFS, Doing the MAFS into Patreon, or you can, if you're listening on Apple or Spotify, you'll see that link in our show notes. So you can go and click on that. If you want to watch full episodes, you can go subscribe to us on YouTube. Oh, and also on Patreon, we're going to be talking about like Jojo Siwa, Big Brother stuff, TV shows that we're watching, films that we're watching, all of that jazz. We're actually recording an episode immediately after this, and that's going to be on all of those things. So look out for that. We also did a big episode on the second of series 2 of The Last of Us, which was hectic. Anyway, so there's those things, and it really helps if you sign up to the Patreon because it means the money goes directly to us, which is really fun. And if you are going to sign up to the Patreon, we've also been told you should sign up via your laptop rather than your phone because of like Apple takes a payment or something, so you end up not sending money directly to us but to Apple, so you should do it on a desktop. Anyway, blah 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 blah. Subscribe to our YouTube, leave us a review, rate this podcast, and send it to your friends, and follow us on Instagram and follow us on TikTok. There's a lot of things, but listen guys, we're juggling a lot of plates.
And we'll be back in a couple of days to talk about the first
Final vows.
Yeah, all of the final vows.
Yeah, I think we'll do one on all of the both of them.
Yeah, so probably Wednesday.
Yeah. See you Wednesday.
Yay!
Love you.
Love you. Bye.
Bye.